Okay, so should you find the cash buyer first before finding the deal? This can be another way or another term called reverse wholesaling. I'm just gonna be honest with you. If it was up to me, you should not be looking for your cash buyer first, okay? You absolutely not. You're literally wasting time. And the reason why I say that is because finding the cash buyer is the easiest part of wholesaling. It really is. The easiest part. Once you have a great deal, you're gonna have cash buyers just lining up wanting to give you money for the deal, okay? So, no, you shouldn't find the cash buyer first. So let me take a step back. So wholesaling, obviously, most people know. If you don't, welcome to my channel. My name is Devron. I'm a real estate investor. I flip houses, I wholesale, and I have over a dozen rental properties. So, but going back into it, wholesaling, you find a deal, you have that deal, you find it under market value, you get it under market value under contract, and then you assign that deal to an end buyer, okay? Then you close, and then you make an assignment fee, which is your profit on the deal. It's what you marked up between getting the property under contract and what you assign the property, the contract to the end buyer for, okay? And in that middle is what your assignment fee is. However, okay, if you're just like, you know what, I don't want to do the regular way, you know, I just have to find the cash buyer first. I think that it will help me better if I actually have the buyer first and then the deal. That's fine. Okay, do it that way. Okay, so if you do it that way, what I suggest is asking the end buyers or cash buyers what their buying criteria is, okay? So you wanna know the buyer's buying criteria, I believe I spelled that right. And that way, that'll give you some foundation of what type of properties to go after. You may have some buyers who only do single family houses that are 3 bedrooms and 1,500 square feet or more, right? Or you may have some cash buyers who only do 2 bedrooms, you know, 800 square feet, only in this particular area. Like, you know, every investor is different, right? So you want to make sure if whoever the buyer, the type of buyer you're looking to go after, you want to know what their buying criteria is. And you can do that by calling the cash buyers first, right? So you can do it through cold calling, all right? And seeing what their buying criteria is. This happens to me all the time because wholesalers know that I flip houses, and then they'll ask me what my buying criteria is. And from a personal standpoint, when I get that phone call, it's so annoying because I know they're calling a bunch of other cash buyers, right? Asking what the buying criteria is. The best thing to do really is to get the deal or have a deal and bring it to them, right? That's the best way to do it. If you're looking to get in this game, I wholeheartedly believe the best thing to do is to already have the deal. Because there's nothing more annoying than having a bunch of wholesalers calling you, asking you for your buying criteria, because it's just a waste of time, right? However, like I said, if you want to find the cash buyers first, cool, right? Just make sure you know the buying criteria, call them. You may get a cash buyer who has the time to talk to you and tell you what their buying criteria is. Once you have that buying criteria, then it's off to the races. You go and look for sellers within that buying criteria of your cash buyer, okay? Okay, now doing wholesaling this way, it's also very saturated. Wholesaling is saturated as it is, right? Now everyone knows about wholesaling. Everyone wants to do it. Everyone's trying to get into it. Everyone's in and out of it. But this way right here of finding the buyer first, it's really the easiest way to do it because you're not spending your time looking for deals. And when you're looking for deals, you're really talking to sellers, which you should be doing. You should be talking to sellers from sun up to sundown. That's what you should be doing. But instead, because people have this phobia of picking up the phone or knocking on doors, what they do is that they rather talk to cash buyers first for whatever reason. I guess it's just easier to do. And I will say, if you do go that way, I would also look at Facebook groups. All right, Facebook groups it's like a great resource because there are a bunch of like-minded individuals who are cash buyers, wholesalers, cash buyers, wholesalers that are, there's like, hey, I'm looking for this type of deal. I'm looking for, this deal in this area. Bring me your deals type thing, right? So it's a good resource. I wouldn't lean on it because it's a lot of people who are just starting, a lot of tire kickers, other wholesalers who are looking to JV. So, but it's still a resource, that can be used, especially if you do have a deal under contract and, you're having a hard time dispoing it, mainly because the deal is just not a good deal. So now you're just desperate. Your inspection days are coming up, and Facebook groups can be a good resource because you could just pass that out on a Facebook group, and then they may have a buyer for it. However, you want to be careful because once you pass your deal out on a Facebook group, everybody in that city or town or district, county is going to know about it, and that means the seller may know about it. So the seller may see their house posted somewhere, and then now, you're in trouble, right? Or someone may go behind your back and talk to the seller and tell on you, right? And sneak the deal from you, and then they get the deal, and now they're doing the same thing you're doing, is trying to pass it out and wholesale it. It can just be a big mess. It's what you call a daisy chain. When everybody is in on the deal, like everybody has a piece of the deal, it's called a daisy chain. That's what you don't want. Everybody is in on the deal. It's like 50 people are on the deal, and then there's no profit at the end. Like it's a big mess. But if you are looking to finding the cash buyer first, cool. All right, I don't recommend it, but if you want to go that route, make sure you call the cash buyer, ask them what their buying criteria is, so you know what to look for when you're out, looking for deals, okay? Hope you got value out of this video. If you did, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next video.